All right, so aiaxis 40. It is 400 gallons per hour, which is a lot. I tried to find a middle ground because the 20 axis is 185. So the pump that usually people use with this is a Sicce Silent 1.0, which is 251 gallons per hour. So I feel like this is kind of middle ground, and then some people don't want flow pumps in their tank. So if you get this and it does good flow, you might get away with just doing this as a return, and it might be done deal for you. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put it side by side with the one that everyone uses. Which is the Silent 1.0. So I'm gonna have this running because I'm just gonna have this on full blast. Sorry to use that. And then I'll put it side by side, and then we're gonna mess with this and check out the flows. We're gonna try the different speeds and all that good stuff. So let's get into hooking this up and making sure it fits. And yeah, come. Before we do this, let's just do a quick little unboxing. So I already opened it, but I put it back just for you guys. So let's just do this. Okay, so a little issue. So this one comes standard with the tank, and it fits on the 1.0 like so. Bam, pops off. But on the 40, this is what it comes with, and this does not. But I don't know if you can see, it's a little groove down there, and if you could just nudge this in. That's not going nowhere, so this could work. Guess we'll find out. And the nozzle I'm gonna use, I'm not gonna use the double one, which I had installed. Like I upgraded the VC where it does random flow. I'm gonna use the regular nozzle, return nozzle that everyone has, so we get the same result. So let's pop this in. So once you plug it in, I'm gonna add it to the Mobius app. I like the Mobius app when it works. Or you can do the AI Aquaillumination app, but I'm just gonna do it on the Mobius. I'm just gonna update it real quick before we put it in. Alright, so here we go. Was enough space in there, you can put a lot. Since this is like tall vertical, you might have to trim the tubing, but we're just gonna wedge it in there and just get this connected. Can't get the light down there, but there's plenty of room back there because the Silent 1.0 sits horizontal, so these tanks have plenty of space. So we're gonna use the normal return nozzle that everyone uses. Oop. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here and turn it on so we can hear like noise. Okay, so a little issue. There's a kink, so we're gonna have to trim it now, and then so we can get the results that we want, because there's a kink in there, it's not letting it flow out. Be right back. Honestly, I'm glad this happened because problems occur. People don't show you, and then you're like, what the heck? So I'm just gonna cut it right there. Okay, that'll do. All right, now for the sound test. Make sure there's no kinks. Nope. Okay, so it's super silent, pretty much. Alright, let's see. Okay, let's move to the front and see what kind of flow and agitation we're getting. Alright guys, our first What the Reef experiment. So we got little propellers in there. They are not gonna go like crazy. We just want to see movement. If we see movement, that means there's some flow hitting there. So we're gonna start off at 25%, then 50, then 75, then 100. 25%, this is where we're at. So let's see, right side, we're getting a little movement here, little movement on the yellow back, nothing here, movement here, here, pretty much everywhere except that corner. Still a movement, so. Let's ramp this up to 50. Okay, 50%. Pretty much all the blades are moving. Okay, good. Let's go to 75. I don't know, you don't want to really max out your pumps. So this is 75%. And now we see a lot more movement. Yeah, so that's really blowing some water around. Every blade is pretty much getting movement. Now if there's LPS in there, these things would be like torn apart because there's definitely a lot of flow in there. Okay, why not? Let's just see 100% max. But that blue in the back is like turning, making big turns, so that's a lot of flow. Back wall black one. It's every time I say something about them, it's moving. See that one? That one right there is like going in circles. I mean, we expect this like a lot of flow. I mean, this is 400 gallons per hour at 100%. So most of us are probably gonna run at 50 or less. So let's see, 50%. That's 50. Okay. I mean, honestly, I think it's just another pump. It gives you a little more space. I mean, the Sicce Silent 1.0, Sicce is a really good brand, and it works. I was just showing you guys, like, is it worth it? Is it worth the hype? What's the price difference? Let me see the price difference. You're looking at Sicce 1.0, 45 bucks plus tax, and then this one is 130 bucks plus tax. So if you're trying to do a budget build, I mean, it's up to you. If you want the new and latest, then yeah. But it's up to you at the end of the day. It's your tank, right? If you don't have like a smart controller, you can put feed mode on this, and then you can put whatever speed you want. So let's just put 10% on feed mode. Save, done, and it'll just ramp down the pump as slow as you want while you're feeding. Just to get an idea how big this thing is, so it sits vertical, right? So this way is most pumps, sits horizontal, and this is the Sicce Silent 1.0. Side by side, it's pretty much the same except for the nozzle part. So there. Just if you're curious. So there you have it. aiaxis 400 gallons per hour versus the Sicce 1.0 251 gallons per hour. $45 versus $130, and you make your decision. To be honest, I'm just gonna be honest. Kind of disappointed in buying this. I might use it because I already bought it, and I'm gonna have other like Neros in there, so it'll work out. So I'm gonna have to put it to use. But if you have the 1.0, save your money. I think the 1.0 it's fair game. There's plenty of flow in this, and you can use that money and buy another flow pump or something else for your tank, and I think your money will go a lot further. All right, guys, and that is it for the video. Our first experiment is complete. Maybe we'll do more and do like, you know, like the Mythbusters thing and just bust all the hype on all these little products that keep coming out and all the marketing that we get sucked into and blow our money on. But if you found this video helpful in making your decision, smash that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Next up on this is getting the aquascape in and getting it ready to cycle. Catch you guys on the next one.